reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in.
R&B singer Jaguar Wright has come forward with shocking claims about Diddy's alleged predatory behavior. She says that Diddy's actions included wild parties and compromising situations that paint a disturbing picture of his time with Justin. Why is all of this coming out now? In 2024, Diddy was arrested on charges of sex trafficking, bringing attention to the darker side of his empire. As more victims speak up, the truth behind Diddy's actions is coming to light. Justin Bieber's story may just be one piece of a much larger puzzle. But what exactly happened between Justin and Diddy? Was Justin just another young artist trying to survive the cutthroat world of fame? Or was he a victim of manipulation and control by a man who held the power to shape his career? The story is more chilling than anyone could have imagined. Let's rewind a bit. Justin's rise started at just 13 years old when his mother posted his YouTube videos. He was quickly discovered by Scooter Braun, and soon he was signed to Usher's record label. But the challenges of fame hit fast, and by the time Justin met Diddy, the mogul was already an industry giant. When Diddy offered Justin a Lamborghini and a house,
let you rock this every time you come in LA. Yeah, this will be yours. So every time you come in LA,
it seemed like a dream come true. But now, with everything that's come to light, it's hard not to question Diddy's true motives. Was this a generous gesture or a calculated move to gain control over a young star? In 2007, a 13-year-old Justin Bieber from Stratford, Ontario, uploaded a video of himself singing on YouTube, unknowingly setting the stage for an extraordinary rise to fame. His videos quickly went viral, capturing the attention of talent manager Scooter Braun, who signed him in 2008. With a little help from Usher, Justin became an international sensation, dominating the pop scene by 2009. But just as his career took off, a powerful figure from the music world, Diddy, stepped into his life. Diddy, already a billionaire mogul, promised Justin big things, like a Lamborghini and a house, an offer that seemed like a dream for a 14-year-old boy suddenly thrust into the spotlight. It appeared as though Diddy was just another celebrity mentor, offering guidance to a young star. But as time went on, cracks started to show in this relationship. Justin's rise was meteoric, but the industry's pressures were overwhelming. As a teen, he was expected to handle global fame, criticism, and the constant scrutiny of his every move, all while struggling with the reality of never having a normal childhood. Fast forward to 2011, when Justin receives that very Lamborghini Diddy had promised him years earlier. What was a symbol of success for some became a question for others. What was the cost? Allegations have surfaced, suggesting that Diddy's mentorship was more about predatory control than guidance. R&B singer Jaguar Wright has claimed that Diddy's relationship with Justin was far from innocent, casting a shadow over the whole situation. In a jaw-dropping interview with Storm Monroe, Jaguar didn't hold back. She dropped bombshell after bombshell, exposing what she claims is a system of manipulation and control that has been hidden in plain sight for decades. One of the most chilling claims she made involves a disturbing video of Justin Bieber at a party with Odell Beckham Jr. and Trey Songz. At first, it seems like your typical celebrity party: music, drinks, and laughter. But Jaguar reveals a far darker story. According to her, the party wasn't just an innocent gathering. It was a setup. Justin, she claims, was in a vulnerable state, intoxicated and surrounded by older men who were supposed to protect him, but instead took advantage of him. Jaguar alleges that Justin was pressured into performing intimate acts on Odell, while Trey Songz acted as a lookout. The idea of a young, impressionable Justin being exploited in this way is a horrifying thought. It's a situation that no one should ever find themselves in, especially when surrounded by those who should be his mentors and friends. But the story doesn't end there. Jaguar's allegations about Diddy's behavior extend far beyond that one incident. She also discusses a critical period in Justin's life, when he spent 48 hours with Diddy. At the time, it seemed like a generous gesture. Diddy promised to buy Justin a Lamborghini and a house, gifts that most would dream of. But according to Jaguar, this wasn't just kindness from a mentor, it was part of a much larger and more sinister plan. She suggests that Diddy was grooming Justin, using his gifts and promises to manipulate the young star and gain control over him. For a 14-year-old kid fresh off his first hit single, the allure of a Lamborghini and a lavish lifestyle might have been hard to resist. But according to Jaguar, these were nothing more than strings to pull him deeper into a world of exploitation. Then, just after Justin turned 16, he received the very Lamborghini that Diddy had promised him years earlier. What did Justin have to give in return? Jaguar claims that this was no ordinary gift. It was part of a transactional relationship where Diddy used lavish presents to keep Justin under his control for, stuffs. But it gets even darker. Jaguar suggests that Diddy didn't just use Justin for his own benefit. He allegedly passed him around to his friends, treating Justin like a commodity rather than a human being. This type of behavior paints a horrifying picture of what happens behind the glitzy facade of the music industry. What's even more chilling is that Jaguar claims this isn't an isolated case. She believes that this is just a part of a much larger pattern in the industry, one where young, vulnerable artists are manipulated and controlled by those in power. Justin was just a kid when he entered the industry. He didn't have the life experience to navigate the ruthless world of fame. According to Jaguar, Diddy took full advantage of that, using his power to manipulate and control Justin for his own gain. These allegations have rocked the music world, and it's easy to see why. If even a fraction of what Jaguar claims is true, it exposes a side of the entertainment industry that many would rather keep hidden. Jaguar Wright's explosive claims are just the beginning. As more people begin to listen to her story, the cracks in the glamorous world of fame are starting to show. The industry's manipulative practices are being called into question, and more people are demanding answers. The truth behind the relationship between Diddy and Justin Bieber is far more complicated than anyone could have imagined, and it's a story that's only just beginning to unfold. Justin's behavior over the years, something fans have noticed and questioned for a long time. As he grew older, his once bright and confident demeanor seemed to fade. He became visibly uncomfortable in interviews, fumbling his words and acting anxious, especially when Diddy was around. There's even a clip where Justin looks nervous while speaking to him.
Just to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and what.
A stark contrast to the fearless, charismatic artist the world knew him as. And let's not forget the infamous 2014 party where Justin was seen holding a suspicious-looking bottle. Some assumed it was just underage drinking, but Jaguar Wright suggests something far darker was at play. According to her, Justin was being pressured into a lifestyle he wasn't ready for, a lifestyle filled with dangerous influences. Years later, Justin himself admitted that during that period, he felt lost, unhappy, and misled. Though he never named names, it's hard to ignore the eerie connections. Was Diddy's influence a major factor in Justin's downward spiral? Many believe so. Usher and Meek Mill, two other artists who have been closely linked to Diddy in ways that raise serious questions. Usher, for example, has spoken about his time living with Diddy, describing it as chaotic and unsettling. He even hinted that some experiences left him traumatized. And then there's Meek Mill, whose name came up in the Lil Rod lawsuit, which accused Diddy of engaging in inappropriate relationships with young male artists. Jaguar Wright went as far as suggesting that Meek's high-profile relationship with Nicki Minaj was orchestrated to distract from what was really going on behind the scenes. Usher's mentorship of Justin Bieber seemed like a dream come true, a young, small-town kid being taken under the wing of an R&B legend. But what if that dream was actually a calculated move leading Justin straight into the hands of one of the music industry's most controversial figures? Insiders like Jaguar Wright claim that Usher, whether intentionally or not, exposed Justin to the same dark world he himself had once been a part of. And that world had one name attached to it: Diddy. Before Usher was the king of R&B, he was a teenage prodigy under the guidance of none other than Sean Diddy Combs. He has spoken about his time living with Diddy, describing it as wild, chaotic, and even dangerous. In one interview, Usher admitted that he saw things a teenager shouldn't see, hinting at a world of excess and control. Fans have long speculated about what exactly happened during that period, and recent allegations against Diddy have only made those questions louder. Then there's the bombshell lawsuit that sent the internet into a frenzy. Court documents mention a shocking claim. Diddy allegedly bragged about sexual encounters with a rapper and an R&B singer. It didn't take long for fans to piece together that the names being hinted at were Meek Mill and Usher. If that's true, then Usher's connection to Diddy runs even deeper than anyone previously thought. Now, the real question is, did Usher bring Justin into this world to protect him, or did he unknowingly hand him over to the same forces that once controlled him? Jaguar Wright alleges that Usher saw the truth about Diddy and initially tried to shield Justin, but at some point that protection failed. Justin, just a young kid at the time, was suddenly spending time at Diddy's infamous parties, the same way Usher once did. In 2014, Justin Bieber attended one of the most infamous celebrity gatherings in Hollywood, the Pyro Party. On the surface, it looked like a night of luxury, fireworks, and star-studded fun, but behind the scenes, whispers of a darker reality began to surface. One of the most chilling pieces of evidence from that night is a video clip of Justin holding a bottle filled with a yellow liquid. To an average viewer, it might seem harmless, just another drink at a wild party. But according to music industry whistleblower Jaguar Wright, that bottle wasn't just alcohol. She alleges it was something laced with substances meant to break down Justin's self-conscious. Wright alleges that Justin, barely an adult at the time, was thrown into a high-pressure environment where he was encouraged, if not outright forced, to engage in activities he wasn't prepared for. And the older men around him? Instead of looking out for him, they allegedly played a part in leading him down a dangerous path. In several clips, Justin appears visibly uncomfortable, his body language stiff, his eyes darting around the room. He wasn't the confident, charismatic superstar fans were used to seeing. Instead, he looked like someone who knew he was in over his head. Years later, Justin himself would hint at the darkness he faced during this period. In interviews, he described feeling lost, manipulated, and surrounded by people who didn't have his best interests at heart. He spoke of nights where he felt completely alone, despite being in rooms full of people. Though he never mentioned names, many believe he was talking about the influence of figures like Diddy. Fans have taken to social media, expressing concern and outrage over what Justin might have gone through. "He was just a kid," one tweet reads. "Hollywood failed him." Another comment points out how different Justin is today, more reserved, more distant from the industry that once had him in its grip. And maybe that's no coincidence. Maybe Justin's retreat from the spotlight isn't just about finding peace. It's about escaping a past that nearly destroyed him. In March 2024, federal agents executed search warrants on Combs' residences in Los Angeles and Miami as part of a sex trafficking investigation. During these raids, Combs was present at his Miami home, while his two sons, who were at the Los Angeles property, were reportedly handcuffed, a move Combs' attorneys criticized as an excessive display of force. The legal troubles escalated when, in April 2024, a lawsuit alleged that Combs' son, Christian King Combs, sexually assaulted a woman aboard a yacht chartered by his father. The suit further claimed that Sean Combs facilitated the circumstances leading to the assault and subsequently attempted to cover it up. Perhaps most damning was the release of surveillance footage in May 2024 by CNN, depicting Combs physically assaulting his former partner, Cassie Ventura, in a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. The video shows a man, identified as Combs, attacking Ventura, a scene that closely mirrors allegations detailed in her previous lawsuit. In response, Combs issued a public apology, acknowledging his inexcusable actions. Further allegations emerged in December 2024 when a civil lawsuit accused Combs and fellow artist Jay-Z of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl at an MTV Video Music Awards after-party in 2000. This was followed by additional lawsuits accusing Combs of sexually assaulting multiple men and women over the years, including a claim that he drugged and assaulted a 16-year-old babysitter in 2000. In March 2025, a lawsuit filed in Northern California accused Combs, along with NFL star Odell Beckham Jr. and comedian Drewski, of participating in a gang's sexually misconduct in 2018. The suit also alleged that Maui Police Chief John Pelletier assisted in covering up the incident. All parties involved have denied these allegations, with Beckham Jr. asserting he had never met the accuser. These mounting allegations have led to significant professional repercussions for Combs. In November 2023, he stepped down as chairman of Revolt, the television network he founded. Shortly thereafter, Hulu canceled plans for a reality show centered around Combs and his family. By June 2024, Howard University revoked an honorary degree previously awarded to him, and New York City's mayor requested the return of a ceremonial key to the city. Allegations have surfaced suggesting that explicit footage from Sean Diddy Combs' notorious freak-off parties is being peddled on the dark web for astronomical sums, with figures reaching up to $500 million. These clandestine gatherings, shrouded in secrecy and opulence, have long been the subject of industry whispers. Attended by a who's who of the celebrity world, including names like Justin Bieber, Chris Brown, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, and Drake, these events were the epitome of exclusivity. However, recent claims suggest that behind the velvet ropes and champagne toasts lay a more sinister narrative. Singer Jaguar Wright has come forward with startling accusations, asserting that Diddy has capitalized on these private moments by selling footage on the dark web. She alleges that a particular tape capturing a night of debauchery in Calabasas was sold for a staggering $500 million. Wright elaborates on the covert nature of these transactions, mentioning the use of dark coin and NFTs to discreetly trade such explicit content. The fear is palpable. Actions once thought to be private indulgences could now become public scandals, leading to career-ending consequences.